Okay, so here we are yet again. We had some amazing burgers on the grill.
We're learning how to grill.
Yeah, well, you are teaching me, and it's very good.
Am I teaching?
You are.
I feel like I'm not doing very well at teaching.
You're doing very well at teaching.
Okay.
You are teaching as an adult male who's over 50. You would think I know how to grill, but I never did.
Yeah.
My father was lacking in those things.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't a grill guy. He wasn't a build guy. He wasn't a deck guy. He wasn't so all the car guy, like all that stuff I wish I could have known.
Yeah.
He was a child psychologist for school districts. So
right.
I learned how to fuck with your head.
Good.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Or to pretend that I'm listening. You do that with me all the time.
I listen quite a bit most of the time.
Well, especially lately.
Right.
So I don't have kids. You have Avery.
Yeah.
And then Ernstein the horse.
Yes.
And Chewy the dog.
Yeah.
And Chewy the dog is 12?
Yeah, 12 or 13, there's debate.
Why is there debate?
Well, because we think he's 13, but the guy that we got him from says he's 12.
Okay. So he's 13. Because he's yours. That was the debate my ex and I had about Barrett the dog, is that I thought he was 12, but I guess he's 11. He's going to be 12. He was going to be 12 in November, unfortunately. And there's been some time in between stuff, but unfortunately I had to put my dog Barrett the dog down.
Yeah.
And he had really, really, really bad cancer. Cancer seems to be pretty dominant. I think this is catching on.
Yeah.
I think more people are going to hear the phrase cancer.
Yeah.
My friend Connie, Barrett the dog, right? So he had really, really bad cancer years ago, and we got him surgery, and they cut him open, and like it was major surgery. And they got out as much as they could, but it comes back, and it's a dog. So like you're going to give the dog chemo, and then it becomes quality of life. But so when I moved back, when I got a divorce, and Barrett the dog and I moved back home to Madison, Wisconsin, we there was this bump on it. Like he has tons of bumps, but there's like a skin tag. And before I had left Grand Rapids, Michigan, I took him to the old vet that used to rip us off. And they were like, "Oh, he has cancer's back, and so we should surgery. It's about $1,600."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, there's a place called Monticello, Wisconsin, and there's a vet there that I really trust. I'm just gonna, no offense, I'm just gonna go there."
Yeah.
And I took her there. I took Barrett there, and the vet said, "Oh, fish for sure." She said, "Like if you want, I will gladly take $1,600.
Right.
I will go in and I will cut out that cancer. That being said, it's going to come back. So how about we freeze it off and then just let the cancer grow?" And unfortunately, when Barrett gets sick, and this was like, well, God, when did I move back here? Over 2 years ago, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it was over 2 years ago. So he had a really good run for a couple of years, but he started to get weird. I mean, you noticed it, I think, during a couple podcasts. Didn't you?
Yeah, for sure. He just wasn't the same.
No, he really wasn't. And then the week before I put him down, I wanted all the people to be able to come see him and stuff. It was. I remember talking to you about it because it was the day after it happened. We did a podcast, and he was at the end of the bed, and he started to not make the jump. And I bought stairs, but he would never go up or down them.
Right.
And he was crying, and I got him to jump up, and then he jumped down. I'm like, 1 a.m, dude, you got to go to the bathroom. That's rare, but okay.
Right.
Didn't go. Took him outside. Then he kept and barely peed. Came in, jumped up, jumped down, jumped up, jumped down, and I felt like he was saying, "Dude,
right,
like I'm miserable and
I'm uncomfortable."
Yeah, this is now. It's like it's about you, not me.
Right.
And I had previously taken him into the vet near my home, this place called Aurora, and the doctor had sat down with me and said, "You're gonna know." It had been a couple months prior. You're gonna know. You're gonna know when it's time. But eventually it becomes about you and not about them.
Right.
And that's what happened with Barrett the dog. I was like, okay, this is about me.
Yeah.
And I need to put him down. And like some people, my girlfriend Kara she was like, "Are you sure? He seems fine. I saw him a while ago. Why don't you give it time?" That type of thing. And I'm like, I think I'm being selfish.
Right.
So I did all the thing. I remember I talked to you about it. I talked to the people about it. I talked to the vet. And then eventually I would, we actually did a lot of cool stuff. If you're going to put your animal down, and I know you have a stack of papers, but over there and there's a puppy on it. So I'm assuming it's about dead people or dead dogs. But I think if you're going to put your animal down, in my opinion, I've done it twice. I think you need to make it awesome for them.
Yeah.
So that last day, the day before I put Barrett down, a bunch of people came over that hadn't seen him.
Yeah.
Grace from his kennel came over. Like people, like just Kara was in town. My ex didn't want to fly up for it, so she wasn't here. We talked and she FaceTimed him and stuff.
Right.
But we did all that stuff, and they all came here and we did like a hung out with Barrett.
Yeah.
My friend Farrah brought her son over and they were chasing each other around the house.
Oh,
You wouldn't
that's
even
so
think he
cute.
was sick.
Yeah.
It was weird. And then we, the next day, I went into work, and you and I both do morning radio separately because the company's too afraid to put us together because of the greatness.
terrified.
It'll be greatness. It'll be
too
huge. It'll
great.
be good. It'd be great. It'd be the best of.
Believe me, I know morning radio.
She would do the morning radio. It'd be
And-
the best morning radio.
Out of all the morning shows
Yes.
I've heard,
Yeah.
Dan Fish would be the best.
Yes. And she just gave herself billing, which just makes sense.
And you
deserve it.
noticed it.
Of course I did. What would I be, like a healthy narcissist? What the hell am I? Narcissist, like productive narcissist. Yeah. Generous narcissist. So anyway, we, the next day I went into work and I just couldn't do it. I didn't think I'd be able to do it. I had a pain the night before, I was with Kara and, it was like midnight and I was wide awake and I have to wait, you gotta wake up. I wake up at 3.
Yeah.
And I was, I'm like,
And you think your show would be better if you
you
woke
would
up that
think,
early.
no shit, right? You would think. I'm working harder than I ever have in my whole career, and I'm nothing. It's a waste of space. God, just ask Trevor the engineer. I mean, he used to listen every day. And then so I'm like, the night before Barrett, I just had this complete. I don't have panic. Do you have panic attacks?
No, I just have nervous breakdowns.
What's the same? Isn't it the same?
No, I weep.
You cry?
Yeah.
Do you hyperventilate at all?
No.
Many years ago, I worked with a woman named Connie, who I know you know, and I did this morning show with her, and she and I were like brother and sister, and we were going through a breakup in like 2010. It was a big one, and I was by myself, and I had a panic attack. I'd never really had one. I was like on the floor hyperventilating. God, please
Yeah,
kill
like
me.
you think you're dying.
Yeah, like just take me. I'm done. This is cool. Thanks for the career, whatever.
Yeah.
The night before Barrett, I was laying in bed, and I just started hyperventilating.
Yeah. That's
Excuse
scary.
me. It sucks. Panic attack. I go into work and I'm just like, our company's family first, and they count Dog as family. They're
Yeah.
great. Our boss, Randy, and I'm not just saying this, was great. And I just went into work, and like all of our coworkers on my part of the building, not the part that makes money, the other part of the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're on the other part, the funny part. Like Lynette, our coworker and stuff, was like, Fish, go home. I got you. We figured it all out. So
Yeah.
I left work an hour and a half later. And I come home and I got him. And this is the point I'm trying to make 20 minutes later, is I got him a croissant. I went to Dunkin' Donuts near my house. It's a croissant with ham and cheese,
Yeah.
a glazed donut, a donut with frosting on it, knowing that he's going to be put to sleep in 4 hours, right? A donut with frosting on it, and then another donut. I came home. Kara was here. We had all the things. He had all the food.
Yeah.
We hung out for a while, and then he's gonna be put down at 10:30, and so I stopped by my friend Cheryl, who you've met, works at a bar called the Gold Nugget near my house, and they made him a hamburger,
Oh, that's awesome.
like with cheese, like a cheeseburger with ketchup, and
Yeah.
like, and I never fed him that stuff. He had a gluten allergy.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. Like he had a real gluten allergy,
Right.
so he couldn't eat bread.
Yeah.
So gave him that. I had a brownie in my pocket. I get to the place where we're going to put him down. They gave him a brownie. They had one too.
Yeah.
And I love, one of my listeners told me that, like, you should do that for your dog before you put him down. Like, let him eat chocolate. Let him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
Right. Yeah. And then, you do the thing where you put him down. I don't know how much further you want. Like I go with this. You were talking about how you wanted me to talk about it. But
Yeah. No, just so you took him somewhere instead of having them come here. Have you?
I would never And I know
here.
I'd be talking to you, looking right where they put him to sleep.
Right. Yeah.
I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Like,
well, because some people prefer that way too. You know, and
so
it's
the memory.
different. Yeah.
And I'm not slamming them. That's not my thing. Would you do that?
Yeah. Well, I tried to have it done for our cat, America. But
America.
Yeah.
Do it.
The best cat.
I knew it. She'd do it.
She was going through kidney failure, and and it just happened real quick, and I didn't want to take her in anywhere, and was trying to get someone to come out for it, and it just happened too quick for anyone to even come out.
They were like, "Sorry, we can't make it."
Well, so the vet recommended this place, and I contacted them, and they got back to me and said we were not in their range.
What?
Right.
Did you offer to chip in for gas?
And I was like, thanks for the recommendation, vet clinic that I no longer go to for several reasons, including that my cat is dead. But
wow.
Yeah. And then
that's a podcast.
So I contacted another place, and the only way to get a hold of them was like through an email submission form. And then by the time they got back to me, she was already gone. She was gone within a minute. I mean, it did not take long.
And then so did she die at your house?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh.
Which is, I grew up on a farm. I've seen animals dying to me is not like it sucks. It's sad. I'm used to it though.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I knew when she was in the final stages. I was like trying to tell my kid, I was like, you got to get out here and say your goodbyes. And my stupid kid that never listens to me wouldn't come out and say goodbye. And then when she died, it was like, I didn't know it was going to happen like that. And I was like, yeah,
Mom, you need to learn how to properly explain things.
So, yeah. Anyway, but I would totally do it at home. Would
you?
Yeah, like if I have to put Chewy down, because I have to drug him to take him to the vet. I can't.
Oh, his anxiety.
He turns into Cujo. Yeah.
Oh, that's not fun.
No.
So your dog seems really nice and friendly, but has a bite.
Yeah, he's fine until he realizes we're at the vet, and then I have to unclip the dog hammock from the car and drag him in on the dog hammock.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then once we're in,
it's like, cute.
He's like, everybody's nice. I love everybody. And then once the exam starts, he's like, I will kill you.
Oh, like completely loses it.
Yeah. This last time was a lot better, but still he was drugged to high hell.
This like what's Benadryl or something like that?
Oh, no. We start the drugging about 12 hours before the appointment, and it's about every 4 hours leading up to.
Are they drugs that you can buy in some states, but not this state?
No, it's like trazodone and gabapentin, and there's one other one.
I don't even know what all those do, but I know trazodone, isn't that that's a pretty powerful drug?
It's a tranquilizer. He's on like elephant tranquilizers.
What kind of dog is Chewy? Barrett was a boxer pit cross. What's Chewy? Chewy? I mean,
that would be amazing.
I mean, you could have pulled that off.
He's a red bone hound, blue heeler, black lab, husky.
Oh wow. Okay, there's a lot
terrible
going on
combination.
There. Yeah, that's a lot. Like mine was a boxer pit cross, kind of a little bit of everything. But Chewy's kind of like he's so your dog. He's your buddy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys go on walks, you do all the things. So you would do Chewy at the house.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I'd be looking at him. Now, and also see, putting a vet down is easier. A pet down is easier for you, not because you grew up on a farm, because you have a kid. See, I don't have a kid. Bear was like my kid. See, it's harder on me. So so you don't count.
That's fine. I think you did it at the right time, though.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
And it's better that whole saying where it's better to be a week early than a month late.
That's exactly what they said. Here's how I knew the vet, Dr. Sarah, and everybody there was like, you're doing the right thing.
Yeah. And
then they gave me an example of how someone waited too long. And it was one of the people there, like that was working there. It was like, hey, I waited too long, fish. And here's what happened. And it was tough. So, but I mean, and I think the person knows.
Yeah.
Like if I thought Barrett could have handled another month, of course I would have done that. I hate that he's not here. It's empty. But everybody always says, so when you get the next one?
Right.
When's your next dog?
Right.
I don't know. Your kid died 3 years ago, so you're gonna get pregnant again?
Right. Right.
What the? I'm not ready. They're being nice, but I'm like, I don't know.
Right. I know. It's weird.
Yeah.
People are very strange.
Mm-hmm.
They did that to my kid with the cat too. After America died, people were trying to push kittens on him. My kid was like, "I'm not emotionally ready to handle that." And I don't know that I ever will be.
I can literally hear your kid.
I know, dude.
Emotionally, this is going to be tough for me, so we just need to wait it out.
Right, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, did you have a cat now?
No.
So, it's just Chewy?
Yeah.
What are you going to do when Chewy's gone?
I'm not having any more indoor animals.
Because you're a horse person?
Yeah.
But will you, are you not having any more indoor animals because you're a horse person? And the indoor animals are like the dog thing. It's a lot of responsibility, and they're not cheap. Horses are more expensive, but they're not cheap.
I want to have 1 year at least in my house without any fucking fur.
Yep,
dude.
Yep. Yep.
Goddamn, I want to be able to go down on my chick in my bed without worrying about there being fur.
Well, then you should talk to her. You should talk to her. That sounds like a her problem. I met her. I don't see that with her, but okay. If she's into that.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Is that really true? You there's fur everywhere when you go, and you're messing around? Not even when you're going down, when you're making out. Is there fur all over you? How sheddy is Chewy?
He's because he's part husky.
So there's that white gray fluff.
I will vacuum everywhere, and then I'm not even lying. I freaking tumbleweed of fur will blow through the house, and I was like, "Where did you come from?"
I had a Chow Shepherd mix, same thing. There's it's everywhere, and you'll find it in your car, and they weren't even in your car.
Oh, my car's I've given up.
Oh, because it's that bad.
Yeah.
See, so my ex, who I know you know well. After I had put my other dog to sleep, Allie, I was like, I need a break.
Yeah.
I'm done with fur and all that. She's like, we found this dog in Humane Society. Spot on impression. Anyway, I found this dog in Humane Society and a boxer pit cross. I don't know what you want to call him yet because the people that listen to the show call and pick the name. I don't know what you want to call him, but we should get him. And they don't shed. That was a lie.
Right.
She was a lie. I never knew they would shed, that he would shed. He was little black hairs everywhere.
Right.
It's probably the same thing that your girlfriend goes through with you.
Probably.
Little short black hairs all over the house.
Yep. Yeah. Just sprinkling pubes.
So so after I don't know how far you want to go with this podcast with us. Cause again, I see that you have this stuff.
That's fine. It's not a big deal.
After I, put Barrett down. They did an amazing job, and I'm trying to I don't have any tattoos. I know you have many, but I've been thinking about getting one, and I put him down, and I was going to get his paw print tattooed.
Yeah.
Well, the place that I went to, look at this.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
So that's his nose.
Oh, that's cute.
That'd be kind of different, right? I've been thinking about that here, but people are going to think it's a smudge.
No,
and I was
you
going to
can
put
see it's a nose.
BTD under it for Barrett the dog, which is what I always call them.
Yeah.
So I was thinking that, isn't that sad?
Yeah.
And then I looked at it and I was like, well, he didn't have 5 paws because there's 5 paw prints on this piece of
You're
paper.
such a Nimrod.
It's true though. So they gave me that. They gave me this, which I never opened because I was waiting for this because I know Barrett loved you. And then they gave me this, the Barrett. So this is literally, I've never seen this in my life.
Okay.
Oh wow, that's really nice. That's kind of a nice urn, isn't it?
It is a nice urn.
So I got him double burnt.
Okay.
So this happened with my dog Allie. If you're not specific with the cremation, there will be bones in there.
Oh yeah.
So there's no
Same
bones
thing with
in here.
humans too.
They did them twice.
Okay.
And the woman that did them was a really nice lady. She actually emailed me. That's kind of nice, isn't it?
That's super nice.
Is it supposed to be that nice? That's a nice. But I mean, are you an urn person? Do you put urns outside? Like my friend Connie passed away, and Dan, her husband, got a beautiful urn. It's like a heart thing. It's really cool. But he's got a thing with the cat, too. Both their cats. My dog Allie's in there, and Connie, because Connie and I shared Allie.
Yeah.
And I don't want to, like, that seems depressing.
Some people do like memorial pieces and stuff. I don't have anybody or anything close to me that I've ever had cremated or nothing.
Oh, just wait. You got time. It's miserable. So what would you do with it? I'd put him back in the bag. I'd
probably make get like a pendant or something made.
I was thinking that.
Yeah.
I was thinking that, and I thought I'd get you to open that.
What is this?
I don't know. It's from the cremation people. It's sealed. God, watch its pictures. I hope it's pictures of me naked.
Oh, it's just the certificate of cremation.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Does it say Barrett the Dog on it or something like that?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool.
The certificate will serve as notice that Barrett was cremated by Midwest Cremation Service the first day of May 2024 as an expression of your gratitude for the unselfish devotion and companionship your pet shared with you.
It's been over a month and a half, and I just saw, when I got that, I came home with that. Yeah. I got it a couple weeks later, like a week after they cremated him, and I came home with it, and I went downstairs.
Yeah.
And there was a blanket in my basement that he used to sit in while I was downstairs, when I would be downstairs working. I have an unfinished basement. And I just set him on the blanket. And I haven't been down there until yesterday. Yeah. I just couldn't. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like, what do you do with it? Like, what do you do with this stuff? I don't want to. I'm not saying for other people coming over. I don't want to fucking urn in my living room. I don't want to look at that. That's not me. So what do you do with it? And then you put it in storage. Do they live in the urn?
Yeah, they can live in the urn.
No, I'm saying emotion, like their spirit. And I know that you have a bunch of stuff here.
Yeah, this was just about pet ownership stuff because, I don't know. Sometimes, like Avery, my kid, not wanting to own another pet because going through America dying was too hard.
So it's like, okay, can we talk about this in just a sec?
Sure.
I just have to refill my drink. Maybe you want some more water because you're healthy.
Yeah.
Notice you haven't been drinking as much. That's fine. All right. Cheers to Barrett the Dog. We'll talk more next. And I'll have another with D. Fish. Okay. And just like that, I didn't fill up my drink, but you and I were talking. I almost just said off the air, off the podcast. I mean, what do we do this without having another? Like, is it off the air?
Off the pod.
Off the pod. You did say earlier, you're like, is the pod ready? And I thought, like, are we going to spoon? Like, what's up? But we're talking about Barrett the Dog, and we're talking about my dog who I put to sleep, and you're talking about Nip Tuck the cat. What was the cat's name again?
America.
You do it. I knew you'd do it. America. It's the best cat of all the cats. We're talking about losing a pet, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I just was distracted. I thought I might have broke something over there, but I didn't. Okay. So what is this paper?
Okay, hold on a second. I just realized I never told you what I did with America after she died.
Oh shit! What'd you do? Oh, did you smoke her? You're such a stoner. Did you smoke your cat?
So bad.
Did you turn it into a? My father-in-law grew up on a farm. He always used to say, my former father-in-law always used to say, "Fish, 30 cents. Give me that, and I'll take care of Barrett when it's time for him to go."
Yeah.
Like, wow, what? 30 cents? He's like, bullet. That's how much a bullet costs. You pay for the bullet. Boom. Take him out in the back field because he used to have 10 acres. Just put him down. That's what you do. Don't spend hundreds of dollars, $400, whatever. Yeah. Just put him down. What'd you do to Nip Tuck?
Okay, so.
What's the cat's name again?
America. So she died at a very inconvenient time.
Okay.
We had a camping trip that weekend. We were leaving that it was Thursday night we were going to leave.
Okay.
And she died on Thursday afternoon. And I had to be to work for this
bad person.
Stupid mixer that was dumb.
Mixer? Like a DJ?
It was a client.
Oh, a client mixer.
Yeah.
Okay. I actually remember when that was.
Yes.
Okay.
Was it not dumb?
I wasn't there, but yeah, I remember you telling me about it.
Yeah, because one person took control of it and they're an idiot anyway.
Yeah.
So I had to go to this mixer thing. And fucked up my whole plans because I was not told I had to be at this mixer thing until the last fucking minute. And so.
Which is your biggest pet peeve?
Yes. And so anyway, the cat is dead. I have to be at work. And then immediately after that, I have to leave for this camping trip.
Okay.
Right? That is a 3-dayer.
Okay.
Right?
And this is you
It
and
is in
your
July.
ex, and this is...
It is in July. It is just me and my kid.
Oh, that's in that window.
Right.
Okay.
So I have a dead cat body
Where?
that I have to try to get buried between the time that the cat has died and the time I have to go to work.
Okay, but where's the cat body specifically?
The cat body is still in the house, and I'm trying to dig a hole. So I'm trying to dig a hole, and there is more tree roots in the back of my yard than you would think there would be. And so I give up because I have to get to work for this fucking mixer.
And what's Avery doing at this point? Helping dig?
Crying.
Okay. And you're a mom, and you're doing on your... Oh, you're
And
Mr.
so I put the cat in a cooler because I didn't know...
Oh my God. Please tell me you brought it to the mixer. Please tell me
I
you brought it to the
didn't know
mixer.
what else to do.
I can just hear the jokes.
And so I put the cat in a cooler and we went on the camping trip. And
What?
Right.
Wait. Okay, wait, hold on. First off, so many jokes. Kitty in a cooler. There's so many things. Okay, you put your cat in the cooler and you go on a camping trip.
Yeah, I had to go to the mixer.
Where's the cooler?
In the garage.
What's inside the cooler other than the cat?
Just the cat.
Is there ice?
No.
So it's not a cooler. You put your cat in a box that's going to be warm and in the garage. Oh my God, please tell me you still use that cooler for people you don't like. Oh God. Okay.
So it's like 110 degrees that weekend.
Can you just do things easy, honey?
No. Everything gets fucked up.
Oh my God, I thought I was one.
So I got back home after camping and I was like, I can't open that fucking cooler and bury that fucking cat. It's been 110 degrees.
Could you smell it through
and
the
it's
cooler?
been baking in that cooler. So I gorilla taped the cooler shut because I didn't want it.
Could you smell it through the cooler?
No.
Did you try and smell it?
No, because it was an airtight cooler. It was a Midwest Family Broadcasting Events cooler.
Like one of the really good. I love that you did that. That's amazing.
So I gorilla taped the cooler shut because I was like, I knew I had accepted that I now have a cat in a cooler and I'm either going to have to A, dig a hole big enough to put the whole cooler in.
Yeah.
B, build an above ground mausoleum like they have in New Orleans.
In your house, in your subdivision where you're not going to be able to do.
Or I'm going to
need
have
another.
to dispose of the cooler in some other way, shape, or form. But I cannot open the cooler.
You're an asshole
ever.
if you open the cooler. It's now become a casket.
Right. 100%.
It's probably about a $300 casket.
So, yeah.
So wait, where is the cooler?
So
Is this when your buddy Fritz came over and started digging? I knew it.
Fritz got rid of the cat in the cooler probably about a year ago.
Wait. So, wait, your cat, we're talking 2.5 years ago.
I know.
So you...
I know.
You had a dead cat in a $300 cooler sitting in your garage
For like a
2
year.
to 3 years.
Yeah, probably 2 years. Well, no, probably a year, right?
Oh my God, at least a year.
Yeah.
I remember when that event was. It was it was a little over a year ago. Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that's where the cat went.
And now, do you know where Fritz took it? Your friend Fritz?
No.
Okay.
I didn't want to know.
Yeah, well, that's at that point, you might as well just move on. You've already done your things. Did Avery know?
Avery has never asked what happened to the cat.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
I know.
What is the likelihood that, were you ever worried that he would open? Are you ever worried that Avery would open the cooler in the garage?
Well, Avery knew that the cat was in the cooler, and that's it. Avery hasn't asked where the cooler is.
Oh, okay. So Avery did know it was in the garage in the cooler.
Yeah.
That said Midwest Family on it. Watch someone in there, someone that we work with is like, yes, we need to charge the PhD $347 for that cooler. We've been looking all over for it. Those are nice coolers.
Yeah, well, and it was one, the latch was broken on it.
Oh, well, there you go. So knock off $20 for the latch.
So you had to
How did the cooler get to your house?
I took it there.
Oh, my God. Okay, so then you go camping, your cat's in the cooler, you come back, and you're like, fuck it, we're done.
The cat's staying in the cooler. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, your story's so much better than mine. I didn't do anything cool like that. I just got sad and lonely.
I'm sorry.
Oh, my God. That's the only reason she podcasts with me. Okay, so what is this?
Oh, this is reasons to own pets.
Oh. If you're thinking
and
of
coolers.
getting a pet and you're... benefits of the cooler. Wait, do your thing. What is it? The best cooler.
Coolers are great.
I believe that he is absolutely correct. The coolers are wonderful.
Believe me. Pet owners are less likely to suffer from depression than those without pets.
That makes sense. I see that.
Heart attack patients with pets survive longer than those without.
A hot teacher from across the across the road from me, the blonde that just moved in.
Yeah.
She's got her kids got her to talk to her again. She's going through a divorce. Her kids got a divorce. Her kids got her to get a dog. Mom, we don't want you to be alone. You should get a dog. We'll all have the dog together. She's always by herself.
Yeah.
Walking the dog. The kids don't help her.
Yeah.
It's kind of the scam, right?
Yeah. That's what happens.
Do you want to do a podcast on kids someday?
No.
Or should we? Okay.
People with pets have lower blood pressure in stressful situations than those without pets.
Barrett the dog was leash aggressive. So I was doing radio in Minneapolis for a while.
Yeah.
And I lived in an apartment complex in what's called Uptown called Lime. And the main floor of Lime was a dog friendly, like a bar / like not restaurant, but like deli type thing.
Yeah.
And he and I would walk down there and he was a pit.
Yeah.
So his bark was, I got him registered as a boxer so he could get into places, but he was a pit. His bark was vicious and people would judge you and look at you.
Yeah.
I had more stress. Probably most fights I ever had with my ex-wife was about that specific thing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to disagree with that one. It was your cooler cat, America. Was America stressful for you?
No.
No? Okay, well, it was a cat.
She was, yeah. A number of studies have linked owning a dog to losing weight, but that hasn't really worked out for us.
You and I. We need more of the cooler. Yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
The benefits of pets for children, that hasn't worked out for me either.
Yeah, we'll skip the kids. Is there benefits for pets with kids? Oh, my God, there's 4 pages of benefits.
Yeah. Having the love and companionship of a pet can make a child feel important and help them develop a positive self-image. Because who are emotionally attached to their pets are better able to build relationships with other people.
Should we maybe skip this part, or you want?
Yeah, I think I'm fed about enough of this. Yeah. Let's see. Millennials make up the largest percentage of current pet owners, followed by Gen X and then Boomers. In 2022, Americans spent $136.8 billion on their pets.
In what year? 2022?
Yeah.
COVID too, right? Pets were going crazy. I always wanted a French Bulldog. Oh. I wanted a gray French Bulldog with blue eyes. And someone in my subdivision has a French Bulldog, and he's like, if you ever, what do you do that?
If you ever get a dog.
If you ever get a dog, yeah. I could do like a Clinton. But anyway, if you ever get a dog, he's like, if you ever get a French Bulldog, get the insurance. He's like, I've saved over $7,000. I'm like, how old's your dog? He's like 2.
Yeah, or just don't get a genetic freak. They're
Don't
literally,
you dare.
they're literally
They're so cute.
right, but they're freaks. They're not meant to be. You know that, right?
French bulldogs are the British royalty.
They're not meant to be.
They were the kings and queens of
They're-
England. They were.
They like have like trouble breathing. Like
So do I.
they're bred, right? Fair enough.
I wanted an English bulldog for years, and they, honest to God, there was one. They look because I think they look like me. Specifically, there was this one that my friend Connie and I called Buster that we saw at some fundraiser, but they didn't want to give up the dog. It was brown and white, and just like their weird faces and stuff. But they're even worse than French bulldogs.
Yeah.
So wait, if you were to get a dog, even though you're done, what would you get?
No.
No, I don't know what that was. That sounds like that one time we were drunk at that golf course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd get a mutt.
Would you really? You're going straight to the Humane Society?
I don't even know about that. Yeah, I don't know.
So like my thing is this, if you want a French bulldog, you're not going to be able to rescue a French bulldog.
Yeah.
They're in high demand. So go get a French bulldog. But if you're not sure what you want, then you go to the Humane. I hate the people that like get mad. You bought that dog at a breeder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it an ethical breed? I have a friend that's a breeder. He breeds dogs. He has a business doing it. He quadruple checks everybody.
Sure.
Works his ass off, but people still judge him.
Yeah, whatever. You're always going to have those people.
Yeah. I mean, I just think,
Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares?
My uncle likes
Fuck 'em.
Bouviers. He finds them, he found a Bouvier. That's a big, like a Muppet. They're big.
Movie.
All right. Sorry. Moving on. Okay. So wait, as we are ready to wrap this up, what's the message that you had then that you wanted to impart the wisdom that you did?
I don't know.
Chocolate. Chocolate, treats, do the thing. Only you know when it's time to put your dog down. Don't be a pussy.
Yeah.
Right?
Basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. And now you know. And that's I think it's time for me to have another and you to, what do you want? Like some marijuana? You're in a hurry. You got to go play with your horse.
Whatever, dude.
All right. Go get some quality time. I'll have another. Thanks very much for hanging out, Dee. Thanks for your words of wisdom.
Yeah. Anytime.